What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are looking at some Tool. What's weird. I don't know that I've really ever heard a Tool song end to end. This was a request, by the way, on Patreon. Best way to get me is on Patreon. Skip the line options over there. Everything's detailed over there. Just an easier way for me to organize than 3,500 videos. And I do read all my comments though, so definitely drop some comments down below. First and foremost, we want to make sure we go support the artists. We're gonna throw a sub. We're gonna like. This one's called Sober. So yeah, like I was saying, they're like familiar with them. I'm familiar with them mostly because of Danny Carey, because of the drummer. I used to play drums, so and he's like, he's been widely regarded as one of the best, most influential drummers of all time. So I've seen videos of like him drumming and stuff. But I don't know that I've really ever listened to any of their music. So you guys are gonna crush me in the comments. Like, how can you call yourself a fan of music? Honestly, like during their main like popularity sort of days, or maybe I don't know, you guys tell me, but like when they started getting, I guess, the beginning of all that popular, I was heavy into like punk music and rap music, so it was a little different from my tastes. And then fast forward, I just haven't really gone back to check it out, but I did get a request, so we're gonna check out Tool Sober. I don't know what our implications are with copyright. So if this comes back with writing on it, then I tried. This might not come back at all. We'll see. We'll see what we can do with this. This one is called Sober. It is 5 minutes long, so let's dive right in. I do have lyrics pulled up. I have not read them yet. Let's go. Dude, why is this intro like familiar to me? Has this track been used on like a movie or something? Like,
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me.
by the way, I might have to pause a lot, just in case of the copyright reasons and whatever I just said. But so I'm gonna kind of be digging into these lyrics as we're going. Also, this video, which is interesting, and we can tell it's when it was shot, just the sort of the narrow kind of.
Waiting like pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murder now the path of must we, just because the sun is come. Jesus wants to try and whistle, something with the pact is done. Jesus wants to try and whistle, something with the pact is done. Why can't we not be sober? Just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? Just want to start this over.
So, I'm assuming this is that was pre-chorus into the chorus there. So this is like, it's somewhat cryptic. The writing in this, I like it though, because I mean, obviously we're talking about addiction. It's in the name of the song. There's a shadow just behind me, shouting every step I take, making, and we see this darkened room, right? And he's opening this kind of Pandora's box of, that causes this floating, right? And we're using like a character, and it's kind of, the video is interesting in and of itself. Waiting like a stalking butler who upon the finger rests, almost saying like the accessibility is almost like it's kind of up to me to serve myself, but it's very it's very easy. Murder now the path of must we, just because the sun has come. Jesus, won't you fucking whistle something but the past and done. Jesus, won't you fucking whistle something but the past and done. and a question mark, right? It's almost like calling out for like reaching to almost like reaching towards faith for something alarming to happen to help. It's almost like pleading, like that you need help. But and then you have why can't we not be sober? It's a double negative in there for a reason. Just want to start this over. So it's this, we're talking about the cyclical, the cyclical sort of demonic kind of a spinning toilet bowl that is addiction, and trying to, almost with good intentions of trying to get out of it, reading through this, um well, anyways, we'll keep it going here. Dude, now he's stumbling his way into it. Interesting. Self-hate. Never thinking you're worth enough. I'm a poison. I'm gonna fuck you up. Stay away. I will work to elevate you, just enough to bring it down. And then he's like, he puts himself kind of in this like sort of box, which is almost kind of coffin-esque when we're talking about why can't we sleep forever. It's almost like the self-hate gets to a point where you just don't want to wake up, and it's almost like it's talking about sort of drinking himself into a into just unconsciousness, and otherwise, because if he's unconscious he can't hurt himself or hurt other people. So again, it doesn't seem like bad intentions. It just seems like a very heavy addiction problem. What an interesting video. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can we not be sober? Just want to stop things over. Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to start this over. The repetition of the "I want what I want" again is leading back to this cycle, right? There's a lot of repetition in this song. There's a lot of kind of full circle, not in the best way. This isn't really a lighthearted song. It's not meant to be. I mean, it's called Sober, but it's about anything but that. The video has some interesting things in it. I don't know what he just built there. I'm not sure what's with the spike box. He just ran into somebody behind a door in the hallway. There's probably some symbolism in there that I'm just trying to read the lyrics and try to follow what we're doing here. Maybe this, I mean, maybe it's just a funky video. You guys will probably let me know what the meaning of some of this stuff is. I'm sure I'm missing things obviously, but this is it's very strange first watch. But song's fire. And albeit simple, I love the bass line on this too. And I love it's just like this hard hitting kind of wake you up, like sobriety, obviously. I'm just reading through these lyrics one more time here. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a struggle with addiction. Obviously, there's messages here about like internal conflicts, and then um, it's almost like I mean, the band's name is Tool, so calling it sober almost acts like a tool for when we're addressing demons for sobriety. So it could be somewhat of a healing type song in a kind of sideways way. Yeah, I'm just looking at the names of the band members here. Yeah, I think that I mean, as far as the video goes, I mean, I think that some of it just could be like in reference to like because I mean, it's kind of gross, and I mean, there's dirty walls, and uh, it's somewhat symbolic of kind of being trapped in this weird sort of I don't know, somewhat robotic, metallic, ugly, purposefully ugly state of just stumbling around, you know, you, this this lonely house and kind of just it's almost like its own sort of metaphor in and of itself. What they did with the video, I definitely think it's relevant to the song. I just think it was really interesting. The use of the imagery there and the figures and stuff like that, especially being how old is this song? This was posted 6 years ago. I doubt that this is 6 years old. When did this song come out? 93. Yeah, this is well older than 6 years old. um, this is 93. Carry the two. So this is like 32 years old, something like that. Dude, that was really interesting. And I honestly like I always thought that, and maybe they probably have a lot more stuff that's very, very different. I always thought that their stuff went like a lot harder than that. And I'm sure it probably does. This might have been more of like a message type song because it's got substance to it. If you read the lyrics, there's a lot of purpose in that writing. Albeit some of it somewhat symbolic and metaphorical and vague in a sense, but like you kind of get what they're talking about, right? If you or anybody around you has experienced issues with with addiction, um, it they strike certain chords there and certain parallels with what they're talking about there. But honestly, it's I feel weird for saying that I was most familiar with the drummer. Um, I'm probably not the only one. Anybody that comes from a drum background that probably didn't grow up on their music knows who their drummer is. Anyways, go support Tool, go like, go subscribe. This is if you guys want me to check more of their stuff out, I'm down. Let me know. Drop some comments down below. Best way to get me is on Patreon. Jump over there, give you all the info you need to know. Just shoot me a DM. I respond to all my DMs right away. But definitely go show some love. Now, I thought that was great. I dig that a lot. It's thought provoking. But yeah, love to have you guys here as well. If you could please like, comment, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll catch up with you on the next.